I have a question about Arik Armstead since a lot of people are still asking about him and he's probably watching. Most Niner fans agreed with the organization during the offseason that re-signing Arik Armstead and letting Buckner go was the right move because Armstead is cheaper and allowed the team to re-sign Jimmie Ward as well and Ronald Blair. Is anyone else I'm missing? Those three? But mostly those three. So my question is, now, do you still think that was the right choice? Or should the 49ers take the other option and re-sign Buckner? Jack, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to say that, in the short term, it was the wrong call. But if you look at it in the long term, it was the right move. If you look at where Kinlaw is right now, and just looking at their numbers, look at where Kinlaw is through the first 4 games of his career, and compare those to where Buckner was after his first 4 games. They're pretty close, and it's just going to take time. And they needed Jimmie Ward is the best free safety they had, so that's a good move. They don't really have anybody I'd start behind other than him. So I think those moves were correct. It's just going to take him a little while to get up to speed with Kinlaw and really get him the field. Look for him to probably have a better second half of the season.
I'm going to agree with Jack on that. Is Kinlaw is playing good. If so, for the long term, he looks like he's going to be a hell of a player. Something we heard early on with DeForest's career was he was not finishing plays. Once he finishes plays, oh my God, he's going to be an all-pro. Well, it's kind of the same thing with Kinlaw. He gets his hands on the quarterback a lot. He got his hands on Daniel Jones. He got his hands on Carson Wentz. But he didn't come to sack, and he didn't finish the play. So his future is there. It's bright. Maybe he needs to do the Jerry Rice and start catching bricks to get that hand strength a little bit up. And then he can start just grabbing them down. But I would have probably kept Buckner on a 5th-year option. He doesn't seem like the type to sit out the season. And then this offseason, you could have moved on from guys like Ford and Richburg, and you would have had enough money still paying Ward, Armstead, and Buckner right there.
I was a big proponent of keeping Buckner, but hindsight's 2020. The way the defense is shaping up right now, it's good to have Arik Armstead just because without Nick Bosa, who'd be playing on the edge? It'd be Kerry Hyder and then whatever other player they grabbed off the scrap heap. Marcus Golden I know Niner Nick wanted Marcus Golden a lot, and that might have been the starting edge rushers for the rest of the season. So having Arik Armstead there, having Jimmie Ward with all the injuries, the veterans, I think that helps the defense stay afloat more than what they would be if they just had Buckner owning the middle.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Kinlaw, Jack was very clever with that stat that he just posted. I had to check it out real quick because Jack's always right, but Jack won't always tell you the whole story. So Jack said that Kinlaw and Buckner both are at the same numbers through 4 games. And that's true. 0 sacks, 1 quarterback hit. But in game 5 of Buckner's career, he went for 2 sacks and 3 quarterback hits. So Kinlaw is going to have to keep pace. All I'm saying is, look, we know what Buckner is. He's a hell of a player. Kinlaw may get there too. I'm skeptical, but he may. What I'm saying is, we know Buckner's better than Armstead. That's not a question. And keeping Jimmie Ward, I don't know how important that was. To me, he's overrated. He's overpaid. His value comes from his versatility, that he can play free, strong, and nickel. But as a nickelback in man-to-man coverage, he's a penalty waiting to happen. In center field, he doesn't make plays. And at strong safety, he's not big enough to play there full-time. So to me, Tavarius Moore was a 3rd-round pick. When he does get his opportunities, he makes plays. I think if they had let Ward go, Armstead go, and kept Buckner and promoted Tavarius Moore, they'd be in a better spot, but I can't prove it. That's how I've always felt, that they should have kept Buckner, and you can replace Jimmie Ward. I mean, it's not like having him on the field gets you 3, 4, 5 turnovers a season, because it doesn't. But I'm always negative. That's just how I am. And maybe I'm just feeling that way because Armstead called me out on Twitter, and I'm trying to stick it to him. Although, in my defense, you guys know I had this question down before he tweeted.
Yep.